Stokesdale.
You mean the council? What can the council do?
What can the council do? Or, frankly, do you then think that that's a role of the council?
Well, I think it's a role as far as helping historic district look up things that we could help in that respect. But I think, like I've said before, I think the merchants need to band together and start something, and then we'll help, you know. I'll help in any way I can that, you know, would help revitalize the downtown or anything. But I feel like it's something the council couldn't do alone.
Okay, thank you. And Frank, you can ask that question of you.
Yeah, you know, I think that there can be a partnership between, you know, the council and a town, the town businesses, but I think it does need to be a partnership. You do have to have businesses involved in that. You can't just have a council go out and, you know, say we want to bring business to the town, but then don't have the support of the town. But I do think that the council can do things to advertise the town, try and draw new business into it. You know, and again, just by maybe, and there are some things maybe we can't do downtown legally, but ways of just fixing up the downtown area, you know, showing that we're making an effort to actually bring business into the area. I think that's a way we can actually start bringing some new business in.
Thank you. And Theron, that question to you.
Well, I believe if I read your paper briefly today that came out, that was the question that was answered by the candidates in Stokesdale in this week's edition. What I said, and I'll say it again tonight, the council would be available to liaison with any private business or group of people that wanted to enhance the town. The other thing that I would see is the council promoting Stokesdale, either in an active campaign directly or through other agencies and businesses to bring more business in, to bring more people in with events. We have an organization in town, Roads, for instance, and they put on a variety of different promotional programs during a month's time to bring people in. It's a diverse type of setting. You need the diversity to have cohesiveness in the town and to bring other people of different interest in. The other thing that I answered today was grant assistance, both public and private sector. The town can assist in promoting grants for different businesses and see what they can come up with.
Hey, we got to use the bell. That's about time. Thank you. And Randy, you probably know at this point it's going to come back to you.
Okay. One of the things that we have to do to promote business are the things that businesses are looking for. They're looking for a well-educated workforce that we have. They're looking for low taxes. We have no property tax. That we have. They're looking for services for their employees. That we're coming into our right with. We're going to have the park. It's going to be built. That should be through in December. We're going to have other things such as eventually we will have a town hall, whether at this time or later, which will be a place for civic meetings, public groups, things of that such that they're going to be looking for their employees. The other thing that we that we have is that we will be working with the Mountain to the Sea Trail, and I see this as a big opportunity for downtown. The Mountain to the Sea Trail will provide staging areas for camping and for horses, for people to be. Those trails will run about 10 miles from here to Summerfield and even over to Plainfield Road area. We'll have people coming to the uptown for bikes, for hiking equipment, for horse and tack stores. We've got a great town for that type of look. I see that as a real boon, or potential boon to us in that, working on that in other areas.
Thank you. This question is going to be directed first to Mickey. Mickey, how many rooms in the new town hall will be for community use? And other than the meeting, the room or in addition to the room in which the town council meetings will be held? And will there be a charge for the citizens to use this space?
I don't know whether, excuse me, I don't know whether we've reached the thing as far as charging. I don't think we have. And we will have Well, everything that'll be open except maybe the office, if, the meeting room. And I'm wanting to see a facility in that larger room we have for any kind of emergencies that we have, any kind of disasters. I think it'd be a wonderful thing to be able to have people there for that. And any kind of meetings that people have, I think the facilities are going to be open.
Okay. Randy, do you have anything that you would want to add to how you envision the town hall being used and what will be available to citizens?
It's designed to be divided up into sections, to have partitions. There's it can be designed up so multiple uses. The exits and the entrances are in different locations so people can access different areas and not interfere with other people using it. There's a separate, smaller conference room. There's the area where the council meets and an area that you can enter from behind that. There'll be a division through that so that multiple groups can meet at the same time. The lobby area is designed, it'll be an open area, it'll be like a small museum area. That can be closed off from the area where we have to secure records by statute and everything. And people will have access to that virtually 24/7 to that part, so they can use it at any time without interfering with the town hall's operation and the securing of records, which we're required to do. I think it should be used as much as it can be used. I mean, that's the only reason to have one. We have to turn down people now. I've heard from athletic groups it's hard to have a meeting because there's not sufficient space, and this would provide for that.
Thank you. Frank, I'm going to ask you this question. Do you believe the town should have a committee or help a group get established that would function as a chamber of commerce to help bring businesses to downtown? Or not necessarily specifically to downtown, but to town.
I've been involved in other chamber of commerce in different, especially when I had my business in Greensboro. It's a great way to market your town. It actually shows the little more, even though you've got a town council, it's professional, it shows a little more professionalism, and it's geared more towards businesses. So it is a great way to promote your town, and I think that it would do real good to try and bring some business downtown if you've had a chamber of commerce. I think it would be a great idea.
All right. Randy, how did you feel about that?
I think that would be excellent. We already have one for the Northwest area, and it's fairly active, and I've gone to a lot of their openings and things of that nature. I think the council is supportive of anything that's going to bring in business. We have, for years, had a business and type of committee that was a number of the business people in the area worked on that committee, looking at things that we could do and focus on what we could do to improve businesses. If we had our own chamber, I think, and work with other chambers in the area, we have a lot to offer. A lot of the things that businesses want in Greensboro to locate, they want their areas that we have for their employees to live in. It's a very attractive place for the executives, it's a very attractive place for the workforce to live and then commute to other areas for the factory. And I think we offer that, and in meeting with other mayors and other people during the course of my 18 years on the council, that's one thing that I think we've improved on. I think that's why we have a lot of development out here now.
Thank you. Mickey, I'm going to pose that same question to you.
Well, I feel pretty much as Randy does, that this would be good to have Chamber of Commerce to help us build and grow, and that's about all that I have to say about that.
Okay, and you may or may not want to add anything more to that. I'm just, one of the things that the question asked was, do you believe that the town, as in the town council, should have a committee or help a group get established?
I sure do.
Okay.
I think that would be a thing that we should do to help the town grow. I'm for it.
All right. And Theron, that's the same question to you?
I would strongly promote a public-private partnership for the town. One of the reasons I think that they would complement each other in that the private part of it would be an information dissemination wing for the town in a non-official way. I think that the more business comes in, the more people are going to be here. They're going to have the services that they need in the town, again, as I said earlier, can support those businesses, and we need that. Liaison, going back